Welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop, the weekly show where I let you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. This week is a huge week because we finally see the relaunch in a way of Destiny 2, with Shadowkeep and New Light both dropping this week. One of those is free to play. On top of that, we also have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a game that has shockingly caught my eye over the course of the open beta weekend, and some other games worth mentioning as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. To kick things off this week, we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Welcome to Auroa. Somewhere in the South Pacific lies the remote Auroa archipelago, a vast land of diverse biomes that range from lush rainforests to snowy peaks. Now it's home to Skell Technology, an enigmatic technology giant. Initially interested in a remote testing site for its autonomous drones, the Silicon Valley company eventually turned Auroa into its World 2.0, a high-tech, high-security utopia of sustainable eco-cities and robotics research. Face your deadliest enemy yet, the Wolves, former ghosts who have betrayed their country. Led by the charismatic Colonel Cole D. Walker, they have taken control of Auroa for an unknown purpose. Now in control of Auroa's powerful drone technology, the Wolves and their allies will hunt you mercilessly across Auroa. Explore a diverse and mysterious open world ranging from barren deserts and dramatic fords to futurist cities and Arctic peaks. Featuring 11 unique biomes and home to Skell Technologies, this remote archipelago will challenge the ghosts like never before. Use the environment to your advantage as you disappear into a jungle canopy to evade your foes, or jump into a vehicle and charge into battle by air, land, and sea. A seamless co-op experience means your squad mates can jump in and out at any time. After spending some time in the Breakpoint open beta on Xbox One, I can confidently say this game has won me over, and I'm already enjoying it more than I ever enjoyed Wildlands, and that's saying something. So if you want to pick up Breakpoint this week, it's coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, we have Destiny 2 Shadowkeep coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. As the heroes of the last safe city turn their attention to frontiers beyond the protection of the Vanguard, new nightmares have emerged from the shadows of our long-forgotten moon. Called forth by the haunting visions from her tormented past, Eris Morn has returned and unleashed something that once slumbered beneath the lunar surface, a long-dormant power even she cannot control. Something stirs on the surface of our forgotten moon, spiritual remnants of the past haunted by the memories of their deaths. So strong is their torment that it has begun to reshape reality itself, calling forth waking nightmares that mimic foes once thought conquered by guardians. Warlords, mercenaries, prisoners, and disciples now imbued with a dark power fed by fear itself. So within Shadowkeep, you get new missions and quests, new destinations and dungeons, new weapons and gear to earn, an all-new raid, and of course the Season Pass for Season of the Undying, as well as more to come. Now on top of Shadowkeep, which is kind of like the next big expansion, you'll also be seeing Destiny 2 New Light, which is basically a free-to-play model of Destiny 2 that includes everything released so far. Yeah, it's a really good deal. Here's a graphic that shows you everything you're going to be getting for free, and of course Shadowkeep brings even more content. It kind of sets you up for the future, but for those that do want to dive in and give Destiny 2 a shot, even though you might not have until now, this is pretty much the best way and the best time to do so. Next up, we have Biomutant coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Biomutant is an open-world post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG with a unique martial arts-styled combat system allowing you to mix melee, shooting, and mutant ability action. A plague is ruining the land and the Tree of Life is bleeding death from its roots. The tribes stand divided. Explore a world in turmoil and define its fate. Will you be its savior or lead it to an even darker destiny? This game has been in the works for a very long time. As I was gathering elements for today's episode, I found trailers from E3 2017, 2018, and 2019. Admittedly, more towards the first half of that sentence than the latter half. Not too much has been said about this game, and it's kind of showing. As I looked at gameplay that was off-screen recorded from E3 2019, I'm not really on board with this one. Now, of course, it could be the best game of 2019. It could be a sleeper hit. I am not sure. I have not had my hands on it. I have not played it. But I'm just saying, go into this one with a bit of hesitation. Might not want to be a day one purchase for you, but hey, it could. And if you do want to pick it up, it's coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And to round out today's main releases, we have Killer Queen Black coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. The ultimate arcade esport comes home, and there are 3 paths to victory. 1. Economic victory. Economic victories task workers with collecting berries on the battlefield and bringing them back to their home base. There is a military victory. You can slay the opposing team's queen 3 times with either a queen or a soldier to earn a military victory. And a snail victory. 1 snail waits in the middle of each map. Slowly ride it back to base and secure a snail victory. For those that might not have ever heard of Killer Queen, essentially it was originally released as an arcade machine, and it basically had the exact same premise. 3 different ways to win: you kill the queen, you gather the berries, you ride the snail. It depends on how you want to go about the game, which makes it very fitting for a competitive kind of environment. Now, with esports on the rise and more people playing at home than ever, you might as well go ahead and release the game on consoles, which is exactly what Killer Queen Black is. And I must admit, it looks like a pretty good version of the game. So if you want to dive into an arcade classic that came out a couple of years back, then you might want to check out Killer Queen Black when it comes out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. And who knows, if you get good enough, you could even join an esports league. I don't know of any that exist right now, but hey, you could do it. To wrap up today's show, we have some honorable mentions. First off, The Elder Scrolls Online Scalebreaker is coming out on PC. Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition is hitting the Nintendo Switch. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition Collector's Pack, which includes the remastered, touched-up, enhanced versions of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, are coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and finally, Ghostbusters the Video Game Remastered is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC via the Epic Games Store. But that rounds out today's episode of The Drop. Of course, if you are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy what you saw. And of course, there's new content rolling out throughout the week. I host a podcast 5 days a week covering the hottest gaming news. On top of that, there's always something fun coming sometime. And follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Samuel Adams. Would love to have you over there, as I'm looking to start getting back into live streaming a bit more. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. I will talk to you soon, and peace.